Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a rainy Wednesday in June. I haven't gone very far today. I'm having an easy day. I'm on holiday in the East Riding at near Flamborough, and I went to the bird reserve at Bempton this morning, and I'm in search for the elusive waterfall for our historic county bingo challenge. I know where there is one. There's one at North Landing, but you only get it when it's been raining. The trouble with chalk landscapes, which is what we're on, any water usually goes underground and the streams only flow in the wettest of conditions. Plus you have to get to it at low tide. So that's this evening or tomorrow evening. But in the meantime, I thought I'd just try here, because I knew there was streams here. Didn't know if there'd be any waterfalls, but as you can see, even with all the rain for the last few days, there's nothing flowing in it. But anyway, it's a beautiful place. I'm not going to walk far because I'm really tired today. I don't know why. I was 2 or 3 hours at Bempton. It was absolutely packed, everybody looking for puffins. I think they were all out at sea fishing. But then I thought, well, I'll come here. And the tide, I don't know if I said the tide, high tide was about half an hour ago. I don't think I'm heading out onto the cliffs in this. Yeah, the GoPro is waterproof, but not when it's got this silly gadget of a microphone attached to it. So, wow, it's right weather though. I should have brought my brolly. Could have filmed underneath that. I love being by the sea when it's raining. Yeah, you see, there is probably going to be a waterfall here, but I'm not sure this is going to count. I have to shove it down the front of my coat, I think. Somehow protect this. So if there's a lot of muffledness, it's cushy down the front of my coat. Yeah, so I don't think that's a waterfall, is it? Might be on a different day, but not today. Bridlington down there. and flamber up there in the mist. Been here since Monday and it's took me till Wednesday to get on the beach. It's pretty bad form, is that, isn't it? Fabulous, isn't it? I'm not one of these that goes, oh, you know, Yorkshire's the best place on earth, blah blah blah, all that malarkey. I'm sure if I had money in the bank I'd go to some of these exotic places around the world, but as a second best to exotic places around the world, this is on your doorstep. It's not too bad really. I think high tide was about 1ish, something like that. It looks like it's going out, doesn't it? Low tide's about 10 to 7 tonight. Right guys, I think it's going to start raining again. I'm going to take 5 minutes, have a cup of tea, and then decide what I'm doing. It's a lovely afternoon. The sun's coming out over Bridlington. I can't quite remember how far it is to Sewerby. I might walk to Sewerby, I'll see how it goes. But I'm going to have a cup of tea and 5 minutes sat here. In the cold June rain, not the blazing June sun. See you in a little while. Right guys, I've got a new gadget. I've got a shoulder harness for my rucksack, and it's a bit tough going on here, and I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to try this. So I'm not sure what the footage will be like, but yeah, if you're wondering the change in angle or perspective, I had my Twix and a cup of tea. How small have Twix got? I bet it's a third less than it used to be. Glorious now. Looks very inviting for a swim, but I imagine it's a little bit cold. Anyway, onwards. So I don't know if you can hear me. Bit of an experiment this. This, I got it a while ago, but I've never used it. It was supposed to be for the city walks, so it was a little less obtrusive. And then I still had my both hands free. I could bring 2 walking poles if I need to, or I could use my phone to do video as well. So yeah, this was the idea. So on a sort of bit of a lazy Wednesday, not really doing much, not really going far, I'll give it a go. And the only trouble is you don't know when the batteries run out, because you can't see the back panel. Yeah, no worries about the tide. Got 6 hours to wander along this beach before it comes back in. What's the weirdest thing you've ever found on a beach? Let me know in the comments. Mine was the skull of a northern bottlenose whale that we found in Scotland on the beach at Sandwood Bay. It turns out it was there for months. I actually, when Twitter was a thing, when Twitter was a good thing, I tweeted the Natural History Museum with some pictures of it, and they were really cool. Their curator of whales and dolphins messaged back to say exactly what it was. It was massive. It was the length of this, and it was like 1 metre high. And I always wondered what had happened to it. I imagined some museum was going to go get it when it became common knowledge. So I looked it up a year or 2 back. Anyway, it was stolen. Apparently it's against the law to steal anything to do with dolphins or whales, and it was stolen. There was a police investigation, and then really weirdly it turned up on a beach near Newcastle or Sunderland or somewhere like that, and then it disappeared again. So I'm guessing some scumbag private collector has it in their collection of dead animals, instead of it being in a museum. But yeah, so that's my weirdest thing I ever found on a beach. I'd love to hear what yours is. Oh, look at the weather up there. That's what we had. Does sound like it's thundering. And right across there is Sperm Point. Well, way down 30-40 miles that way is Sperm Point. It's BRIDLINGTON here. I think it might be the military jets I can hear, not thunder. Kind of on the front line here, aren't we, with the former Soviet Union. It's only about 1,000 kilometres that way. I also found an entire skeleton of a dolphin, which was really sad, on Old Shawmore Beach in Scotland, and that was stuck in rocks, and it had got all tangled in nets, but there was almost the entire, as I say, the entire skeleton there. There's some more weather coming from the south. I think this was forecast for the whole afternoon, just sunshine and showers. Let me know what you think of this new angle, by the way, guys. Let me know if you think it's something I should be using on the city walks. I normally carry the GoPro on a little tripod. But let me know if you think this is a more natural way of doing it. Bit of a rockfall there. And we're not going to have that as a waterfall, are we? Not unless I get desperate. Wow, I'm going to have to take some layers off. Must be about 20 degrees now on here. It was about 12 when it was raining. Back with you guys. You can guarantee, can't you? Sod's law. I've took my over trousers off for the first time today. Took my cagoule off. The heavens will open now, won't they? I don't think we can be far to Sewerby. I think it's closer to Sewerby than it is to go back to Danes Dyke, I think. Wow. We must be nearly at the steps, guys. We're nearly at Bridlington. So, the steps up to Sewerby I'm looking for, and then we can head back. We had a right storm here last night. Thunder and lightning came right overhead. I couldn't go out to it because I was going out for dinner, but it would have looked magnificent from the cliff tops, I think, as the clouds went out to sea and the thunder and the lightning. Get a lot of flint tools apparently in this part of the world. I'm not sure what's a stone fragment and what's an actual flint tool. But you're the first people to look at all this for millions of years. There's somebody fishing. I wondered what. I thought there was somebody in the water. I can see the steps. They're just about where the fisherman is. Oh, that was thunder. I really hope that goes sailing by. So this is the steps at Sewerby, guys. It's a nice walk up from Bridlington actually. At low tide it's mostly sandy from Bridlington to here. That bit there to Danes Dyke isn't so bad, but then the bit beyond to South Landing is really quite rocky. But yeah, most people with sort of average fitness could walk up from Bridlington to here, if you could then manage these steps up. Wow, that is so impressive. I've never seen Bridlington under a cloud like that before. behind you there. Sewerby. $157 I counted. By all means tell me I've got it wrong and tell me what you get it at. Sewerby Hall, it's just over here, little coffee place here. And I was just going to tell you the land train runs along here, and the terminus is here, and then the other terminus is at the swimming baths down near the harbour, and then this one runs from the spa, BRIDLINGTON Spa, to the south side. And I was going to tell you all that just as I heard a noise behind me. I wish it was going up to Danes Dyke. That's the terminus there, and Sewerby Hall. The terminus there, and Sewerby Hall there. So, as I said earlier, this is a bit of an experiment. It seems to be wobbling about. Does the camera pointing all over the place? So I've got a clip, one of these chest clips for the bag. I'm wondering, I've just fastened that. Let me know if the pictures are better now. It just seems to be more steady and a little bit closer to my mouth. As I say, I'll see what the footage is like, but I might have to adopt this because it is so much more pleasurable walking, especially if I had Carly with me. It's almost impossible. Well, I can't bring the walking stick, and I don't think I would with her anyway, but even so, managing a tripod and a dog is a bit much sometimes. I think this is Sewerby Cricket Club, it said on the sign down there. Kestrel up there. That's Storm, I think it's heading south, isn't it? Across the plain of Holderness. It's not coming this way. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a funny day today, really. I don't know. Did a lot yesterday. Did a lot on Monday. Didn't really feel like doing so much today. I would have come out here this morning, but I couldn't because the tide was coming in. So Not that bothered. Bempton's amazing, but I'm not that bothered going when it's really busy in the summer, which it was today. But it filled the morning till the tide went out. I think Danes Dyke's there, you can actually see it. Can you see the trees on the horizon? That's the wooded ravine. I would love to come and live out here, but we were on about it again last night. It's the dreadful state of the NHS out here. Bridlington Hospital, I remember when I was a boy, it was a full functioning hospital, A&E, everything, and it's been run down and down. And then your main hospital's Scarborough, but it's in one of these silly trusts, and it's in with York, and I think so you hear loads of stories about people living out here being sent to York, which is it's a long way to go to a hospital, really. And then people being sent to Hull, especially if you're getting older and one of you can't drive. It's I don't know. But then, if you want a decent hospital, you got to live in Leeds or Bradford or Manchester, or if you want to guarantee a hospital in your town, I should say. I'm not saying they're particularly better or worse than anywhere else, but it seems the only way, like in the Highlands of Scotland, that's a bit of an extreme case because the main hospital's in Inverness. But if you wanted to be in the town where the hospital was, you'd live in Inverness, wouldn't you? I suppose that's the choice. Might just say sod it and come and live out here. That's where we were a few minutes ago. Just down there. Could do something really cool now, like the Coast Guard helicopter flying by, couldn't we? The Yorkshire Bell out there on its way back from its boat trip to Flamborough. And a swallow and a swift. Never sure which. You can see South Landing just up the coast there, nice and clearly actually. I think that's what I would have probably done this morning. I would have parked there and then walked down the beach, maybe to Brid even, and then walked back along the cliffs. But as I say, the tides weren't right. There it goes, rumbling out to sea. Anyhow guys, thanks very much for watching. I'm back at Danes Dyke now. That was probably the only sort of country walk I'm going to manage. I'm going to try and get to North Landing tomorrow, but I think I might go into Bridlington and just have a bit of an explore around there. Try and have an easy day. But yeah, it would have been a shame not to have got a proper country walk in. That's the way I came up. I don't know what I was doing. Went off piste as usual. But if you like the video, do me a favour, give it a thumbs up, like it, do consider subscribing. It is free and it really helps my channel get noticed amongst the millions and millions of others out there. I don't think you need to hear me huffing and puffing up another set of steps. So I think it was around about here we started the video. So I'll end the video here. The car park's just up there. It's delightful, isn't it? Oh, look at those two trees. Oh. Yep, so I'll end the video here guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one, wherever that may be. Hopefully, somewhere where there's a waterfall. Huh.